Good evening, Warrior fans, and welcome to the campus of St. Michael High School for tonight's Week 6 District 6 4A matchup between the visiting West Feliciana Saints and your St. Michael Warriors. The Warriors are back home at Warriors Stadium with a perfect 5-0 record overall and 4-0 in district after their 48-6 victory over Broadmoor. The Saints making the drive south tonight with a 2-3 record overall, 2-1 in district after their loss last week to Plaquemine 39-7. Thanks for joining us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. I am Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics, and joining me here in the Coach Todd Frugier broadcast booth, back at the friendly confines of Warrior Stadium, is former quarterback, class of 2015, Jeff Vaccaro. Jeff, the Warriors pass another test this week with flying colors, but this week they are going to have to step up to the honors class to take on a Saints team that has their number.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a WEST FEL team that came out last year and beat you pretty handedly. I know that's on the minds of our staff and players. And going back 2 years ago to that really special St. Michael team we had in 23, losing to WEST FEL at their place, last second missed kick there. I think that was a 14-13 game. This is certainly going to be a challenge for us today, and a team that, like you said, it beat the heck out of you last year and lost a tight one in 23. So certainly a team you want to get a notch under your belt against.
Yeah, and so let's take a look back as we always do here in the pregame show. Week 5, 46-8 over Broadmoor. 5-0 on the year now, 4-0 in district. Again, sitting in that same spot we were just a couple of years ago here. Another dominant game on both sides of the ball. The offense racked up 338 yards of total offense, 77 yards through the air, 261 on the ground. Boogie was 3 of 7 for 57 yards with 4 carries for 35 yards. And then this is kind of what I found real interesting about the stats last week, Jeff, is rushing-wise, Deontay Campbell, 8 carries, 81 yards, 3 touchdowns. Romero, 8 carries, 56 yards. Contine, 8 carries, 49 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then CJ added 3 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown. So the 3 running backs, it was literally an even split between all 3 of those guys.
A true three-headed monster.
Yep. We talked about that. Just having those 3 proven high school running backs is going to pay dividends down the stretch because you can they all kind of do something a little bit different, and we'll kind of talk about some of that a little bit later on. But defensively, we only gave up 151 total yards, only 7 yards through the air. Gave up 144 yards rushing. Peyton Dawson had 4 tackles, a sack, and 3 tackles for loss. Champ had a tackle for loss. Prohaska had Champ, Prohaska, and Pat all had 7 total tackles. Champ included a tackle for loss, and then Brady Pat included an interception in there. So Ben Jones, special team wise, was 3 of 3 on his PATs. He was 3 for 7 on the touchbacks on the kickoffs, which we've kind of talked a lot about that the last couple of weeks. He averaged 45 yards on the 1 punt that he had. And so our players of the week last week were on offense, Deontay Campbell, who made his return from the IR, from the injured reserve there, and then on offense, and then on defense, Peyton Dawson was player game. But last week, just had a lot of fun calling that game last week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always fun when you seem to have success in every area of the game. And, I wanted to give a big shout-out to D. Campbell coming back, from injury, first live action in over a year. To come out looking like that, I mean, that's just props to the rehab that he put in on that knee all off season long. And then on defensively, Peyton Dawson looked very, very strong on the edge of that defense out there. So shout-out to Dawson as well. You want to move on to WEST FEL here, Coach?
Oh, yeah. WEST FEL, so looking forward to tonight. The loss to Plaquemine last week, 39-7. They now are 2-3 overall on the season, 2-1 in district play. Their wins this year are over Bel Air, 54-16, and over Broadmoor, 50-35. And their losses this year are to Alexandria Senior High School, 54-7, and they lost to Woodlawn 34-7. So those numbers are some interesting numbers there. The 2 wins, they've dropped 50 in both of them, and then in their losses they've given up basically over 35 points in all 3 of their losses.
Yeah, but I do want to point out here that in all 3 of those losses, those are really good football teams.
Yep.
I mean, Ash up there is probably the second best team in 5A in the state. You got Woodlawn that's a really good, got a lot of athletes over there just up the road. Plaquemines a team, on paper they probably should have lost to. So, all this tells me, Coach, is that they win the games they're supposed to win, they lose the games they're supposed to lose. This is going to be a pretty tightly contested matchup tonight.
Yep.
So, I don't think we can pull a whole lot away from just looking at those previous scores.
No, I don't think so either. It's not something you want to look at and just assume things just from those numbers. There's probably a lot more that went into those games. And watching the film, there was a lot more that went into those games. New coach, head coach Terry Miner takes over the WEST FEL program from Devin Ducote. So we'll see. I don't think they've really made a ton of changes in their schemes. Offensively, they run a spread. They don't really have a go-to guy. They like to kind of spread it around. They have some receivers they go to. They employ a couple of different backs in the backfield, kind of like we do. And so, they're about 50-50 run. There were some games where they just leaned really heavy on the run, but there were some games where they just opened it wide up and just started pitching and catching and throwing it all over the yard. And they run a little wildcat. So you don't really know what you're going to get from WEST FEL from one game to another. So this is something that the Warriors are going to have to be on their toes tonight to really kind of be able to play both the run and the pass. You can't really assume either for if you're the Warrior defense. And defensively for WEST FEL, they play this is gonna be the first time we really see a team play a too high safety look.
Yeah.
And then they are very aggressive. They're very, very, and I remember this from last year, very aggressive on defense, and they've got a good defensive line. They've got a defensive lineman number 0, who we'll talk a little bit about in just a minute again. But they can play.
And that's probably why, you talk about not seeing too high safeties a whole lot in high school ball, but that's what allows them to play too high safeties, that good defensive front, that good-looking defensive line. Most of the time in high school ball, if somebody lines up in too high safeties, you're just going to pound the rock on them, end over end, play over play. And so you cannot do that unless you really trust your defensive line, which this WEST FEL staff clearly does.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And so for St. Michael, this is one of those things that you just, again, like we said, you can't look at the results for WEST FEL. They are definitely better than their overall record. This is a team that is probably one of the better 2 and 3 teams in the area, definitely in the state. With their losses coming to a very good Plaquemine team, like you said, a very good Ash team, and then a very talented Woodlawn team in 5A. So it's 2 5A losses, and then you lose to what is the consensus best team in the district.
Front runner, for sure.
Yeah, the front runner in the district, for sure. They've given up a lot of points. Broadmoor scored 35 on them.
Yep.
This is a Broadmoor team who we put in a vice last week. I mean, we put them in a closet.
150 yards.
And they didn't get out, and they weren't able to do anything last week. So, I don't know what that says. I mean, who knows if it was a scheme thing for Broadmoor, if it was something that Broadmoor saw in WEST FEL's scheme. But they had a lot of success against them. But we've been here before. 5-0 back in 2023. Lost that heartbreaker like you talked about a little bit ago. So got to shake that off. Can't think about that. But this is something that you kind of have to look at a little bit with the team you're about to face on the field today. This is what I think is a huge key to the game right here, and a huge factor. The last 2 years, we had to travel up there on a Thursday.
Yep.
They now have to travel down here on a Thursday.
Yep. And it throws everything out of whack for you. I mean, you play usually at most you get 2 Thursday games, usually just one, and it's you get into the routine throughout the week, and you don't think about it in these terms, but guys, these players are used to a practice schedule. They're used to walkthroughs happening on Thursday. Now that walkthrough has to happen on Wednesdays. Do they have to have a Sunday practice that they normally don't have? All that stuff goes into throwing off the momentum and the juju around your week with your team. So I think you're exactly right, Coach. I mean, I think honestly, it's hard to pinpoint that 2023 loss on something, but that definitely tipped the scales a little bit for us having to travel up there on a Thursday.
They have to climb on the yellow bus.
Yep.
And they have to drive an hour down here
With Baton Rouge traffic.
With Baton Rouge traffic coming down this way. I mean, and we had to go up so. I think that's one of the kind of a underrated little factor here, possibly in this what has become kind of a bit of a little district rivalry here. This may be the last time we see WEST FEL. I don't know. I think their numbers may be a little further down from what I understand, so they might be dropping down to 3A next year. So this might be maybe the last time last shot that we get to see of them. So we'll kind of see what pans out with that as we move forward. But the offense and defense have got to be more physical. Like that's something that both sides of the ball for the Warriors has to come out and has to show a level of physicality that that maybe we haven't seen yet this year, but because WEST FEL is going to bring it, we have to bring it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're totally right. I think it is safe to say this is going to be the most physical game that you've played all year, particularly at the point of attack, line of scrimmage. That WEST FEL defensive line, offensive line is going to be way more aggressive than what we've seen in a couple of games in the past where it looks like we're, cha-cha dancing at the line of scrimmage point of attack here. So, yeah, I mean, I think this thing's going to come down to the trenches, Coach. Who's more physical early? Who's going to get out and punch you in the mouth early? I think that's going to really be important to this game is who sets the tone.
And so one thing I think offensively, just a little bit more efficient in the pass game. I think one thing that maybe you take away from last week that maybe was sort of, I don't want to say a negative, but maybe was something that you can look to improve on was the efficiency in the pass game. We're only 3 out of 7 through the air with the starters and everybody in there. So can we get a little more efficient in that pass game? Can we make sure we catch the ball? Can we find the open receivers? Can we get our right reads? Just kind of clean up some things there because you're probably not gonna be able to just run the ball, but you do have to control the line of scrimmage in the run game. And with that, like I said a little while ago when talking about WEST FEL, the big question is where is number 0 for WEST FEL? Where is Jaden Collins, their defensive end? Where is he lining up? Where is he going to be? Who is he on? Where's the matchup? Are we controlling him? Are we going to let him dominate the game? Because he is a very, very good football player. And you can't let that one player wreck the game.
Yeah, and this goes back, again, another comp here to draw to the 2023 game. They had a young man by the name of Joel Rogers back then who's now playing on Saturdays at LSU, and I felt like our coaching staff did a really good job of game planning our offense around him. He wasn't as effective as we all thought he was going to be pregame, and I think that's very important for Jaden Collins tonight. Different positions, obviously. Joel was playing, kind of that safety in the back of the defense. Jaden Collins is on the line of scrimmage, but nonetheless, a guy that you got to circle and scheme around, because exactly like you said, if you allow a player with that athletic ability and that football talent to take over a game, he will.
Yep. And defensively, we just have to be the more physical team.
Yep.
We have to be more physical than they are on their offensive line. They have a pretty big offensive line. They got a pretty seasoned offensive line. You got 2 juniors, 2 seniors, and a sophomore up there for them on their offensive line. So that's going to be something that the defense is going to they're just going to have to come with a level of aggression, a level of physicality that is going to match what they're going to see from the WEST FEL offense. And I think one thing is if you can force them out of the run, if you can try to take away the run and force them to throw the ball, you've got a chance to get some pass rush. You got a chance to let Champ kind of pin his ears back from the middle of that defensive line, and you got a chance to let Jackson Sampson off the edge sort of pin his ear back, and Peyton Dawson. Peyton Dawson has shown that he's been able to rush the passer very effectively. So, you have a chance to let those 2 ends kind of come around there, and then you got Champ in the middle has been putting pressure on quarterbacks all year. So, maybe try to force them into a pass game.
Yeah, and I love what you're talking about there because, look, Coach, Jackson Sampson is one of the best players on your defense, on your team overall. This is a game that feels like can be that come-out game for him, that wake-up game, get-right game. Jackson, unfortunately, and to the other team's credit, they've done a really good job of scheming Jackson out of a lot of plays, which, don't get me wrong, shortens the field and shrinks the playbook and all those things. So you're feeling Jackson's impact still. But I think tonight's a night that you could see Jackson show up in the stat sheet in a big way.
Yeah, and I think one thing that we wanted to kind of talk about, and we always wrap up here at the end of our pregame, is talking about the keys to victory, keys to the game here. And so on the offensive side of the ball, I think one of the keys to victory is that efficient pass game. Can we show that we can effectively throw the ball when we have to? Don't throw the ball because you have to. Throw the ball when you need to, when you want to, and be efficient in that. And then secondly, find number 0. Like you got to find him. You can't let him take over the game. You can't let him be the guy who controls things. And then defensively, it's physicality and it's takeaways. Win that turnover margin, and the defense has done a great job of getting takeaways. Right now, we're going to turn things over to the Big Red Band from Warriorland, who is getting ready to do their little pregame show. So we'll turn it over. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum major Chloe Clement, we proudly present to you the 2025 Big Red Band from Warriorland.
All right, that was the Big Red Band from Warriorland with their little pregame routine. Looks like we're going to get something from the cheerleaders here, so let's turn it over to them as they take the field for a little pregame performance. correction, they're just going out there to line. Jeff, they're just going out there to line up to have the team run through the tunnel. So we got a few more minutes. Well, actually, we don't have that much time. We got the team walking down Victory Hill over there, coming down to the tunnel. So we'll have them hitting the field here in just a minute. Get to show that hype video again, Coach. That's always I think it's just a cool thing, man.
I take my headphones off for that.
Welcome to Warrior Stadium, home of the Warriors. Please take your attention to the big screen.
St. Michael High School. St. Michael.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
And here come your St. Michael Warriors to the field. All right, man. Look, dude, just the goosebumps, man. It's freaking awesome.
It's awesome every time,
brother. It is really awesome to be able to see that and experience that. The guys get hyped up with it.
I love looking at the other sideline and watching their team watch that video,
Yep.
and it's like, some of the older guys are looking straight ahead, but you always catch the freshmen and sophomores' eyes wondering. They're like, "We're about to play those guys."
Yeah, man, it's a good deal. It's fun to have that. It's fun to be able to use those the new tools that we have here at Warrior Stadium. But we'll turn it over to Coach Billy Reeves and the PA for the pregame prayer and announcements.
St. Michael Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please stand and remove your hats as Emma Perrion gives the invocation for tonight's game. Then, please remain standing as the Warrior Band, under the direction of Dr. Kevin Andry, perform our national anthem.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Holy God, we stand before you tonight, soon to begin this new sports game. Grant us here the grace to foster respect and sportsmanship towards one another. Protect the hearts and bodies of all who gather here, and especially over our Warrior family and the teams playing tonight. Grace them with your presence, in which they may find courage, fortitude, and resilience. Whether in victory or defeat, may we give you all the glory. St. Michael, pray for us. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
All right, that was the Big Red Band from Warrior Land with the national anthem. All right, Jeff, let's get some captains here. First for the Warriors, number 7, Jackson Sampson. Number 19, Alex Mayu. Number 2, Deontay Campbell. And number 39, Kyle Prohaska. Over there for the Saints, I believe that is number 33, Colton Gates.
41 and
Number
12.
41,
Carter Westbury. Number 33,
Manning
Cooper
Hawkins.
Yates.
And number
Number
12,
41,
Carter
Manning Hawkins.
Westbury.
And captains for your
So-
St. Michael Warriors. Number 2, Deontay Campbell. Number 7, Jackson Sampson.
What are we going with, tails?
Tails never fails.
All right, tails never fails. I think we'll probably defer.
Number 19, Alex Mayu.
While they are catching the toss, let's go ahead and check out the starters tonight. First, for your Warriors, at quarterback, number 3, Boogie Levingston. In the backfield, number 2, Deontay Campbell, and number 7, Nathan Conteen. Your superback, number 20, Grant Baldwin. At receivers, number 0, Johnny McCarty. Number 1, C.J. Levingston. Number 11, Jack Boyles. Number 19, Alex Mayu. Your tight end is number 7, Jackson Sampson. Your line from right to left tonight, number 77, Noah Bourgeois. Number 53, Tyler Breaux. Number 58, Seth Kimball. And at the right guard, or left guard spot, kind of alternating, will be number 57, Graham Kleinpeter, and number 55, Bennett Yates. And then at left tackle is Big Doug Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 days, we're back. Thursday Night Lights live from Warrior Stadium on the campus
And on
of
defense
St.
for the
Michael
Warriors, at the
High
end
School.
spots, number 7, Jackson Sampson, and number 22, Peyton Dawson. At defensive tackle, you have number 69, Aiden Horton, and number 90, Champ Williams. Linebacker, number 10, Brady Pat. Number 39, Kyle Prohaska. Corners tonight, number 0, Johnny McCarty. Number 1, C.J. Levingston. Your free safeties, number 13, Seth Darsom. And at the rover, star positions, number 9, Quinn Wyndham. Number 17, Cody Doming. And number 14, Ethan Sutton. So it will be the Warriors kicking it off first. So Ben Ronaldo Jones is out there to
We're back.
kick it off, man. We gave him a little bit of a nickname last week. Hopefully it sticks. I don't know. We're kind of workshopping things, so if anybody else has anything better, we'll maybe take some suggestions. But that's what we're going with right now, the Ronaldo comp. Back deep for West FEL is number 6, Tyler Jala, and number 17, Janoris Anthony. And that's going to go well into the end zone. Coach Sheep bombed that one. So it'll be first down, Saints at the 20-yard line. Big touchback to start things off. You always like when you can start with one of those.
Yep. And number 6, Coach Tyler Jala was a major impact player on this team a year ago. So interested to see how he shakes into the offense here tonight.
All right. So we'll go on defense first. See how they set the tone tonight, Coach, on defense here with this first possession. Well, I want to see some aggression out there. That's what I want to see. Flying around. That'll be number 10 at the quarterback spot, Brooks Abear. He's going to hand it off to, I believe that's number 2, Ian Hills. Going to pick up about 4 out to the 24. So 2, 2nd and 6.
There was Sampson on the tackle there early.
Out at receivers for West FEL, Jala, King, Sullivan, and Anthony. Abear, well, he got hit, Coach. Ooh. Who got in there and put that pressure? I saw Champ in there. Was it Champ and Sampson in there on that pressure?
Yeah, it looked like Champ and Sampson right behind him.
Somebody made contact with him before he was able to let that ball go. It might have been Champ coming right up the gut.
Sure was.
Coach, they're going to have to start. They're going to just have to double team him tonight.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're going to start seeing a double sent at Champ.
Center and guard. Yeah, but
Yep.
then you're going to leave Jackson Sampson one-on-one on the edge out there. Warriors really trying to overload right side of that West FEL line.
2 receivers at the top of the screen. Handoff. Inside. Warriors stack them up. Champs in there. Great job by the Warriors. They stacked
Champ and
up.
Brady Pat.
Number 27, Ty London. Coach, that was a great stand right there on 3rd down.
Yep, 3rd and medium there. Opportunity to get off the field. You come up with a TFL. 4th and 7, they're going to have to kick this.
Big time TFL. It'll be Mayu back deep for the Warriors.
Let's see it, Mayu. Kick it to him.
Number 96, Trey Rogers on the punt. The old 96 is your punter, Coach.
Yeah, only in high school football.
Yes, indeed. High punt.
Peter.
It's going to hit and bounce towards the sideline. Probably a good idea to let that go. It took a great Saint bounce all the way down to the Warrior 41-yard line. So it'll be 1st down Warriors from there.
Good starting field position here. That's what you hope for when you defer, is get a 3 and out on defense on that first possession and pick up the ball somewhere inside the 40.
All right, it'll be, as we said, Boogie under center. Or in the gun, rather. There's no under center anymore, Coach. What am I saying?
They're going to go empty set 3x2 to open the game. I like it.
Like this. It'll be Contine in the slot here. The near side. He's going to come in motion. They're gonna hand it to him. He's got a lot of room over there. Just got tripped up. Diving at his feet was, trying to see who that was. Number 8, Kobe Sullivan.
Yeah, and Contine does a good job there, just seeing that first window. Let me get north and south. Pick up 6 yards on this first play. Give you a 2nd and short.
Good gain of 6. Same formation. Coming to motion again. They fake it this time. Boogie. I think that's number 41, Hawkins, Manning Hawkins. No gain.
Good pull there by Boogie. That was a read. Just West FEL's defense kind of sniffed that one out there early.
Yeah, they're trying to get West FEL to spread out as far as they possibly can.
Contine's going to go out wide here.
Yes, little switch here.
Still off the ball.
McCarty in the slot, near side. Check with me. 3rd and 4. They need the Saint 49 for the 1st down. Boogie going to drop straight back. Going to throw it little wide to McCarty. They tried to hit him on the out route. It was Collins got in there and put the pressure on and hit Boogie right after he threw it. So that'll be a stop for the Saints. They'll have the punt. The Warriors will have the punt unit come out. It'll be Ben Jones back to punt for the 1st time.
4th and 4 here. Hopefully try a little hard count before we snap this.
I believe that's Jala back deep. Jones, wobbly boot. I think did it hit the Saint player in the back of the head? Or did it hit the Warrior? Jala picks it up, and now there's a flag going to be thrown down at about the 35-yard line.
I think that hit number 17, Cody Doming, in the back of the head right there.
I don't know what they're throwing the flag on, Coach. Let's see what they're going to call. The flag was thrown at the 35-yard line on the sideline as the Jala was getting run out of bounds. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, and Coach Leje, it's going to be on the Warriors, but Coach Leje's pleading that hit my guy.
Yeah, it should be a
dead ball from where it was at.
Personal foul, face mask. All right, ball. So it'll be 1st down for the Saints at the Warrior 49 after the 15-yard penalty. Motion. Handoff inside. Hills has some room. Going to get run down by CJ after a big gain. Down to the, see where they're going to, they're spotting him way back here at the 18-yard line. So about a 31-yard run on first down. There's Peyton Dawson and Aiden Horton in the backfield. Great job right there from the Warriors.
Peyton Dawson coming off his first Defensive Player of the Week on the broadcast, getting involved early here for a TFL.
And Ty London in now for the Saints. In the backfield along with Hebert. London with the carry. Champ just reached out with one arm and grabbed him. Was able to hold him to about a 4-yard gain. So back to 3rd and 10. I believe this is, I'm going to go ahead and just go out on a limb. Probably not much of a limb. 4-down territory.
Yeah.
I don't think the Saints are going to line up for a field goal here in this scenario.
Which expands the playbook here. I mean, get 2 downs to get 10 yards.
Hebert's going to roll to his left. He's got Tony O'Sullivan in the flat. And he's going to come up short.
Warrior fans, it's 4th down.
All right.
So 4th down and 3. Ball's at the 11.
Big down early in this game.
They're going to just try to run it right up the middle. He didn't get it.
Nope.
He didn't get it. Brady
Nope.
Pat coming off the edge.
Pat.
And the white hat coach just ate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely ate it.
Shout out to him. He popped right back up, though.
He was coming in as Peyton Dawson and one of the offensive linemen were getting into a little tussle there. The white hat was coming in, and he absolutely ate it. But a big 4th down stop for the Warriors right there.
Yes, indeed.
It'll be 1st down.
But
Warriors.
lining up for what hopefully culminates as a 90-yard touchdown drive here.
Yeah, the ball will be spotted at the 10-yard line or 11-yard line, so 89 yards.
89.
All right, Warriors going with D. Campbell in the backfield. That'll be Baldwin as a super back. Handoff. Campbell's trying to find some room. Got nothing. Kind of gets lifted up and set down. Just nothing there, Coach.
Yeah.
No gain. They're going to give him 1. You're going to give him 1 yard out to the 12, so 2nd and 9.
This West FEL defensive front is some big old boys out there, man.
They are stout, Coach. The overload this way. Camel on the sweep, and there's number 0, Collins, just wreaking havoc, wrecking that play. Collins with a big tackle for loss, minus 3 there on that play. Coach, he split 2 Warriors to make that tackle.
Yeah,
Warriors going to go with 3-by-1.
They just keep switching Jaden Collins to the wide side of the field. Make you face him.
Yeah, if you want to run outside, you got to get outside of him. Boogie trying to step up. Finds his brother back across the middle.
It's going to be close.
They're going to give him forward progress. He's going to be just short, Coach. About at the 19. He picked up 10. He needed 12. So 4th and 2. Ball's going to be at the 19-yard line.
And we might be going for this right here.
Thinking about this. Yep.
On that previous play, that was a good job of Boogie stepping up in the pocket. Looked like he wanted to tuck that and run, and then finds his brother, good job of settling in the zone right there.
Yeah, nicely done. Just keeping your eyes downfield. All right, they're going for it here. At least they're lining up to go for it. They're going to try to get him on the freeze. And the Warriors are going to take a timeout. Yep, they try to get him on the freeze. Couldn't work. Couldn't get him. So we'll take a timeout with them as the Warrior Broadcast Network. We are back here. Ben Jones standing at his 5-yard line. No rush. Kicks a line drive spiral. It hits at about the 50. He's going to take a bounce backwards. Did that hit one of the West FEL players in the foot?
That hit a West FEL player, Coach.
Yes, it did. Warriors ball.
Come on.
It bounced back, and one of the West FEL players, for some inexplicable reason, just came running in there, and it hit him right in the foot.
It feels like we talk about this every week, Coach.
We do, Coach. Every week.
I do not understand the attraction for the receiving team to get near a football that's on the turf.
It wasn't like they were there was one guy blocking out there. It wasn't him. It was two guys just came running in from back down the field, and it hit him in the foot.
It's a great job. Who was that? 55. Was Benny Yates?
I think Yates was down there to fall on the snapper.
Go ahead.
So,
and that's a break you needed too, Coach. I mean, they were playing the field position game with you a little bit there, and big opportunity for the Warriors.
Now you get it on your own 49 after being pinned back at your 19. It's a way to convert a 4th down. Fake Boogie's looking up the middle, got a little room. Wiggling, going to get close to a 1st down. Coach, I'll be on. Coach, that's the most aggressive run that I think I've seen Boogie have all year. He's going to pick up 9.
He's so good with that sidestep too, Coach. I mean, you see it time and time again, particularly on those pulls where he takes it up the middle. Just such a good sidestep.
Coach, that is definitely the most aggressive I think I've seen him run. Yet this year, and it would look
downhill.
Great. It looked great. CJ in motion. They're going to hand it to Conti. Gets caught from the backside. Number 58, Jamal Scott, coming in from the backside.
Yeah, that is. I'm going to say it again, Coach. That is some big kids out there.
-2. End. Lost 2 yards. 3rd and 3. Jamal Scott came from a defensive tackle spot. Just busted right through. Warriors going to drop back. Going to throw it outside. McCarty's got enough for the 1st down by just about a yard. He's going to get to the 40. Pick up a 4. 1st down, Warriors into Saint territory at the 40-yard line.
Well-placed ball there by Boogie. Just get the ball out to your playmakers. It's 3rd and 3. Good job of McCarty getting to the sticks, possessing that catch. Oh, yeah, they're going to.
Number 0, Collins, now on the short side of the field.
Yep.
They may just stick him on that side of the Warrior offense. Contine finding some room up the middle. Going to get about 3 to the 40, or rather down to the 37-yard line. So 2nd and 7. This may be one of those games where the Warriors just going to, 3 yards is going to be a good play.
3 yards in a cloud of dust,
or a cloud of
turf beads,
sand down there. We have some kind of sand solution down there.
Somebody was telling me it's coconut husk. One of the officials told me that.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Pitch outside. McCarty trying to give a little move. Let's see if they tackled him across the line, and they did.
Yep.
First down, Warriors. McCarty picked up 8.
I do like this coach. You're getting McCarty kind of going a little bit early, getting him, in a little bit of a tempo here. I like that look. You're also keeping the West FEL defense honest. Hey, we will put this thing in the air.
If you're going to single him up out there, you might as well just take advantage of it if they're going to give you those yards. So DeCamo in the backfield. CJ to the top of the screen. He'll probably come in motion here. Yep. They're going to hand it to him on the jet, and he bounces off a tackler.
Yeah.
Gets free.
Yeah.
Out in the open. 5 touchdown Warriors.
So big.
CJ Levinson takes it in from 29 yards out. Coach, they never wrapped him. They had 4 or 5 chances to get him, and they never wrapped him up. So CJ takes it in from 29 yards out for the first score of the game.
He looked like a pinball a little bit there, Coach, kind of spinning off, popping off, and really good job there by CJ, using his speed to get to the outside, getting to the pylon.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was about to stop, and then he realized, I'm not down. I'm just going to keep going. Ben Jones lining up the extra point. These are big in this game. It's up. And it is true. So with 1:18 left to go in the first quarter, Warriors 7, West FEL 0. We'll be back.
At StreamPay, we believe payroll is more than just numbers. It's about people. When you partner with us, you always know who you're working with. Real experts and real support. No call centers, no confusion. Just a trusted partner invested in your success. StreamPay. Payroll made personal.
All right, we are back. Ben Ronaldo Jones out there to put another boot to ball. First one was a touchback. And Jones hits it. Heading towards the sideline. That's a good spot to put it, Coach. Just shy of the goal line.
Ooh.
And the return, he stumbles across and all the way out across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great placement, directional kick there.
Yeah, the Warriors weren't able to secure that sideline over there, and he just took off down the sideline.
Was that Jala?
I think so.
Yeah, good-looking athlete, man. Quick.
Yeah, he had a couple big plays last year in the ball game, I do remember. All right, so it's first down Saints at the 45-yard line. Great field position for them. See if the Warriors can bow their necks here. Hills trying the right side. He's got a lot of room, and Coach, he got caught up in the sea of humanity over there and just popped out of there.
Yeah.
For a big gainer down to the 41-yard line. 14-yard pickup on first down for Ian Hills. Hills hurdling a attempted tackler all the way across the 30-yard line down to the 29-yard line. 15-yard pickup.
Saints having a lot of success running the ball off the right side of that line over there. That's the third big pickup of the night.
And they're just going to stick with this run game right here, Coach.
Until it stops.
Yeah, they're going to give it to London off that right side. London trying to find some room. He got a helmet on the ground. Coach, that helmet doesn't fall off without having a hand in his face.
Yeah.
Just I don't get it, Coach.
Yeah, and I think Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson's kind of the
confused,
same
too.
thing. Like, hang on a second here.
It didn't spontaneously combust.
And he didn't use the force to take his helmet off. London crossed the 20 down to the 19. That's going to be enough for another first down. So 5 yards on first down, 5 yards on second down. Dawson back in. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So your score at the end of one, Walia 7, West FEL 0. We'll be back.
Welcome to Grounds Crew, a locally owned landscape company that makes your outdoor dreams come to life. Whether you need your lawn looking its best, want to create a stunning garden oasis, or just dreaming of the perfect outdoor play area, we've got you covered. Looking for more privacy and security? We offer professional fence installations to frame and protect your outdoor space. Looking for more sitting area for the family? We install custom patios to meet your expectations. At Grounds Crew, we specialize in landscaping, fencing, lighting, maintenance, and more. It's time to elevate your outdoor experience. Call us today at 225-333-8582 or visit us at groundscrew.com to schedule your consultation. Grounds Crew, where we make your outdoor space extraordinary.
All right, we are back here at Warrior Stadium. Warriors up 7-0 as we start the second quarter. Saints have it all the way down at the Warrior 19-yard line to begin the quarter.
Getting the chains set over here.
Yeah, chains are taking their time getting down there. There's nice fancy chains courtesy of the Air National Guard.
I love them so much.
Down in distance, it's just awesome. Makes it easy for us up here.
I'm so spoiled. We go to other places.
I know.
I'm like,
Yep.
I don't
Can
know
we
how
just
to
bring
do
our
math
chains?
anymore.
Can we bring our chains to away games and let them use them there? Hills gets wrapped around the neck. Coach, that official on the far side put his hand down around his pocket. I thought he was about to pull a flag out. Champ Williams and Peyton Dawson there, just a 1-yard gain. I was hoping he wouldn't go through that flag. 2 receivers near, 1 receiver to the far side. You might see a little blitz off this edge, Coach, coming from Sutton. He's creeping in there.
Looks like it.
Yep, here he comes. Yep. They're going to throw the bubble outside.
Good
CJ
job.
Levingston just fired through that block.
And Darsham. Getting in
Darsham,
there.
number 3, Dustin Davis just absolutely got trucked by CJ right there. Kind of a combination of him getting whooped and him just absolutely whiffing.
Yeah.
So big third down. They gave him a yard.
Probably 4-down territory
But-
again.
Yeah, I think so. But a great combination there. CJ and Darsham got the overload to the left side. London picks up a couple. He gets down to the 14, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 5. So big 4th down. Yep, they're going to stay out there. Their offense is staying out there.
This is huge. Are we capped?
Roll out. He's got a receiver in the corner, and he gets in.
Yeah, and it looked like I think McCarty was expecting him to kind of cut in there. Got his back kind of turned around to him a little bit.
Yeah, he got spun around. He was literally right there in the corner. So the touchdown pass. Makes it 7-6. Rogers on for the extra point. They're waiting on the. Did you tell who that touchdown pass was to? I couldn't tell the number, Coach.
I could not.
High snap, but the holder gets it down, and it is through. So with 10:02 left, 7-all. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network.
The 36th Annual Warrior Golf Classic is happening Monday, November 3rd at Greystone Golf and Country Club. Registration opens at 8:30 a.m. with a 9:30 a.m. shotgun start. Sponsorships are available, so gather your team and come support the Warriors on the green. Log on to smhsbr.org to register today.
All right, it'll be Trey Rogers kicking, and back deep, Mayu and Romero. I think it was number 14, Tony O'Sullivan, with that touchdown catch. Romero fields it at the 11. Sort of chopping his feet. Again, never really what you want to do on a kickoff return, Coach. Chop your feet.
Catch and run.
Just hit a hole, pick a path, and go. But Romero gets out to the 31-yard line. It'll be first down, Warriors.
First down, Warriors.
Thanks for joining us out there, all 101 of you. Coach Eddie Pleasant out there giving us a shout-out in the chat. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Coach. Former Warrior defensive coordinator here. Back in our day, Coach.
Yep. On a 9-1 team, Coach.
Yes, indeed.
He didn't give up a heck of a lot of points. I'll give him that.
No, we did not.
My boy hit the lab in the film room.
He had a pretty good linebacker at that time.
Yeah.
Boogieing inside, spinning and diving, and gets grabbed by the jersey and pulled backwards. That's a great gain. Boogie with a pickup of about 8.
He is running hard tonight, Coach. It's
extra gear tonight, Coach.
Yeah.
If I'm going up against those guys out there, I'm gonna have a little bit more of a sense of urgency as well. 3 receivers to the top of the screen. The bubble. CJ has a little room. Able to chop his steps and pick up a first down. Warriors picks up 7. Out to the 46 of the Warriors.
They did a good job of blocking that up out there, and CJ's man was playing about 8 yards off the ball, and can't give CJ that much room.
Yeah, look, if they're going to keep giving you that, just keep taking it.
Take it. It's a run play. Take your 5-6 yards.
I like my odds of CJ on number 11 any day.
Any day.
Of beating him to a spot if you can get one block. They're going to hand it off. Conti. Nope. Boogie keeps it. Heads outside. Cuts up. Just crosses the 50 down to the Saint 48-yard line. And I think we have a timeout Saints. Timeout Saints. So we'll take a timeout with them as the Warrior Broadcast Network.
Mark your calendars for Tuesday, October 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. It is the St. Michael High School Open House. Come tour our campus, meet our faculty and students, and see everything St. Michael has to offer. If you know a future Warrior, this is the perfect time to experience the spirit of our school community. Don't miss out.
All right, we are back. It is 2nd and 4 for the Warriors. Ball at the Saint 48-yard line after the timeout. Contine on the sweep. Nothing. loses yards all the way back to their 45-yard line as Collins just shot through.
Yes, takes you from 2nd and 4 here all the way back behind the chains,
And
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. Not a great spot if you're for the Warriors. Boogie going to drop straight back, steps up in the pocket, has room. He's going to tuck it and keep it. Kind of put his shoulder down a little bit. Going to cross the 50 back to the 49. And it's going to be a 4th and 5. And the Warriors look like they're going to send out the punt unit. Try to play the field position game here, Coach.
Yeah, don't blame him here at all. 4th and 5 is a little territory for our favorite play, the freeze. But I doubt Coach Leger wants to burn one of those 2 remaining timeouts here.
CJ getting checked out by Coach Skid there, Coach Hutchins. Ben with a low wobbler. Great bounce. Looks like it's going to be out around the 15-yard line. Let's see where the referee stops. Yep, at the 15. So great bounce down to the 15-yard line. That will be where the Saints have it. First down. We'll be back.
At StreamPay, we believe payroll is more than just numbers. It's about people. When you partner with us, you always know who you're working with. Real experts and real support. No call centers, no confusion. Just a trusted partner invested in your success. StreamPay. Payroll made personal.
All right, and we are back here. Saints got to go 85 yards. Give a shout out to our sponsors here real quick. The Long Law Firm, EBS, StreamPay, and the Grounds Crew. Thanks for supporting us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. Inside handoff. Looks like Hills is met after a gain of maybe 3. Yep, going to give him 3 out to the 18. Darsum and Doming. 2nd and 7. Bear in the gun. Take a snap. He's going to roll. Got an underneath receiver. That's number 85, Riggs Lanoa. He's run out of bounds after a pickup of only 2 yards. Big 3rd down and 5 here. Only a 2-yard pickup for Lanoa. Watch that roll out again to this side, Coach.
I think you're right. We have not seen him go to the air once, not on a rollout, so.
7-11 here left before halftime.
Clearly comfortable getting him moving a little bit.
Snap, he's going to drop straight back. Throw it on the swing route to London, who does get enough for the first down. Swing outside to the short side of the field.
Well-designed play call there. All the Warriors kind of
nobody was
bail
there,
out
Coach.
into coverage, yeah.
Nobody there. 3 receivers in the near side. Warriors got 4 over 3 over here. And another throw outside. McCarty knocks the receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and the Warriors just kind of bail there.
Kobe Sullivan.
Take what you give them there on a little 8-yard curl.
And now you got 4 receivers this side, Coach.
Yeah, they're playing around with how the Warriors are going to adjust these different formations.
Now they're going to shift everybody over. That's number 22, Joshua Dorsey, now going into the backfield. And Lanoa switches to the other side, 2-by-2 now. 2nd and 2.
Gave him a little check with me, freeze there.
Yeah, they're going to timeout Saints, so we'll take a timeout with them. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back here, 2nd and 2, ball at the 36 of the Saints. 2-by-2, Dorsey in the backfield. Gonna hand it to him. Got grabbed in the backfield. Champ just could not hang on, and Dorsey's gonna head out across the 40 enough for the first down. They're gonna be going a little hyper speed here, Coach. A little hurry up.
It looked like that was Quinn Wyndham on the tackle there, able to wrap up the ankles. Yeah, they're going fast.
Hebert going to take it on the
Horton.
quarterback power, and Horton was all over it. Aiden Horton going to give him a no gainer.
No gain on the play.
Ball at the 42. So back with the wing back. Hills right up the gut, Coach.
He's a good back, Coach.
And Hills just saw it and hit it. Big gain right up the middle.
Good mix of speed and size on him, and most of these chunk plays you're seeing the Saints pick up on the ground have been with him toting the rock.
It's just a double pull there from both guards, and Hills just hit it right back up the middle. It looked like the Warriors may be over pursuing. There's some whistles on the field. Not quite sure what's going on. Nope, we're just waiting on the chains, Coach.
Yeah, I think the Warriors thought it was a timeout there.
And there is an issue over there with the chains. Not quite sure what the issue is. Maybe they're all tangled up or something. Yep, whatever it is, I think they got it fixed. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball down at the 28-yard line. Now we're going to have a conversation.
Well,
whatever it is, it turned out to be nothing, I guess. 2 backs in the backfield now, one on each hip of Hebert. Hills bouncing it. Dawson had him.
cleans it up.
Was able to string that out to the sideline. Picked up a couple. About 3, 2nd and 7. Dawson there, along with McCarty and others. Hebert on the roll, dumps it down to the guy in the flat, number 20, Ezra Morrow. Got the first down.
First down for the Saints. 16-yard line.
So everything on that rollout, Coach.
Yep.
11-yard line.
And they're not going to sit in the pocket. Everything's that rollout pass. The old sprint out.
There's nobody on our slot on the other side. There we
Yeah,
go.
Darsom just moved over there. And there's the receiver open in the corner again, just like the touchdown. McCarty's able to come up and make the tackle. That was Tony O'Sullivan again. Coach, we're trying to make a sub. We're not going to get this sub in. We're going to take a timeout.
Yeah.
Take a timeout. We tried to sub
to the wide
Easton for McCarty, and that's all the way down at the 3-yard line on the other side of the field. So we're forced to take that timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back.
The 36th Annual Warrior Golf Classic is happening Monday, November 3rd at Greystone Golf and Country Club. Registration opens at 8:30 a.m. with a 9:30 a.m. shotgun start. Sponsorships are available, so gather your team and come support the Warriors on the green. Log on to smhsbr.org to register today.
All right, we are back. Warriors had to burn a timeout there. Try to save a penalty. It'll be 2nd and 3. Maybe about 2. Ball at the 3-yard line. They need the 1 for the first down. Direct snap to London, and he ends up getting in the end zone, Coach. I thought he got tackled short, but he made it in. So touchdown for WEST FEL with 3:58 left to go till half. Saints going to line up for the extra point. The Warriors are going to have about 4 minutes, a little less than 4 minutes to try to even this thing up here. And that kick is up by Rogers, and it is good. So, again, with 3:58 left to go in the half, Saints 14, Warriors 7. We'll be back.
Mark your calendars for Tuesday, October 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. It is the St. Michael High School Open House. Come tour our campus, meet our faculty and students, and see everything St. Michael has to offer. If you know a future Warrior, this is the perfect time to experience the spirit of our school community. Don't miss out.
All right, we are back. It'll be Warrior ball here on the kickoff.
WEST FEL with 14 unanswered here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Warriors put that first score on the board, and WEST FEL's come back and put 2 on the board. That was a long drive, Coach.
It was.
85 yards. And the attempted onside.
The surprise onside.
And they're going to get it. Yep. That whole side of the Warrior kickoff return team took off, and that was a great kick. They got a Saint player down near the sideline, so we're going to take an injury timeout, but it'll be Saint ball first down when we come back. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, that was number 7, Buck Snowden, that got hurt. He got up and was helped off the field. So it'll be Saint ball first down at the 40. Coach, the Warriors really got to come up with a big stop, defensive stand right here.
Yeah, and this is where you lean on your defense here. Look good all year.
This is one of those moments where
Feels like you need it.
What kind of team are you going to be? Watch that same play Hills had a big gainer on last time. A double pull. Yep, there it is, the counter. And this time the Warriors are able to get him, stop him for just a 4-yard game. Yeah, it's just a counter play where they're bringing that backside guard and tackle around the pull.
Yeah, and Prohaska's been around the ball a lot today, Coach. He's made a lot of tackles. Champ Williams, if he gets 2 arms around you, I don't think you're getting away most times.
No, I don't believe so. Watch the same play going the other way, Coach.
You're exactly right.
And it is. The counter is going the opposite way. And Sampson and Champ there from behind, but he picked up another 4. So 3rd and 2. Ball at the 32-yard line.
And we talked about it, and if you needed any clarification, that PAT attempt from West FEL was pretty short. This is 2-down territory here. 2 shots at 2 yards. Going with London, the bigger back, kind of their power.
London, see what they're going to give him. They're going to give him the first down, Coach.
Yeah.
They gave him the first down. He just barely got to the 30-yard line, which is what he needed. Saints kind of trying to go a little fast here. Clock is at 2:20. Yep, they're going to check with the sideline. Looking deep. They're going to throw deep down the sideline. Out of bounds. Hayden East was there on the coverage.
Great position, too, by East. Taking away the top up there.
Yeah, I mean, good job of just running right with that receiver, staying right there in phase, as they say.
Yep.
There you go. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Sullivan and King. And to Dorsey. And pick up a 4.
Warrior fans, get up!
Big 3rd and box is reading 3rd and 7.
West FEL running a little check with me here. We're going to switch the back. Josh Dorsey to the other side.
3rd and 7. For the slant.
Great.
East. Nice job by Hayden East.
Just textbook stuff. Swats down the slant. Stays on the inside hip there. Love it.
Right there, Coach. I mean, there was.
And, Coach, you know what that play was. That was the only other time they dropped straight back. They hit that tailback on the wheel route. They tried to run it again there. This time they hit the slant coming across the inside.
Yeah, you're right.
Big 4th and 7 here, Coach. This feels big.
Trips, near side. It's 1-on-1 at the top of the screen, Coach.
Minute
Kobe
10 on the
Sullivan
clock.
has 1-on-1 against Hayden East. Hills is going to get the carry. Champ got in the backfield.
Come on. Late flag.
Flag coming in. Hills breaks it, and there's Darsom.
Nice.
Coach, Hills broke about 4 tackles.
And not easy tackles.
It's going to be a hold. The Warriors are going to decline it. Turnover on downs. Big. Warriors, great stand right there by the Warrior defense.
That'll be a turnover on downs. First down, Warriors.
Guys, we got our defensive players coming off the field just sucking wind, hands on hips. Brady Pat looks like he can just barely kind of make it off. That was a lot of plays they had to go through right there.
Yeah, I mean, like you talked about, they had a long sustained drive before that, 85 yards for a score, punches it in on you, and then turns around with a surprise onside kick. That is a lot of snaps.
And that was a huge loss, too, all the way back to the 40-yard line. So the Warriors will have it first down.
And again,
right there at the 40.
Minute 05 on the clock. Only one timeout left for the Warriors. You burned one early on a freeze play and another one on a sub.
Yeah, D-Cam on the backfield. Handoff. He's looking for room. He has not had any kind of room to run today. Warriors pick up just a couple. They're going to have to move a little quicker. And don't know that they're
in a big hurry here.
No. WEST FEL only has one timeout as well, 40 seconds. Handoff, Boogie's going to fake it. He's got a receiver. Oh. McCarty just missed him.
A lot of pressure back there on Boogie. Got hit after the play. After the pass, I should say.
3rd and 8. See if you can get one of your playmakers in space right here, either CJ or D. Camel.
Yeah, home run threat.
31 seconds left. 3rd and 8. I have a feeling we're going to see the ball on the ground.
Yeah. Not leaving any time on the clock.
And whistles all over the place. Don't know what that's for. One of the referee came in and just handed something to one of the side judges. I don't know if it was something from one of the WEST FEL players on the field or what. They're going to now Collins is going to come to this wide side. CJ, the fake. That was a busted play, Coach.
Yeah.
That was definitely a busted play.
I think
CJ
timeout.
and D are talking about it right now.
Yep. WEST FEL's
going to use their timeout. Warriors are going to punt it with 23 seconds. There's no gain right there, so we'll take a timeout as well as the Warrior Broadcast Network.
At StreamPay, we believe payroll is more than just numbers. It's about people. When you partner with us, you always know who you're working with. Real experts and real support. No call centers, no confusion. Just a trusted partner invested in your success. StreamPay. Payroll made personal.
All right, we are back. It'll be 4th down. Ben Jones back to punt. That's Jala back at the 25.
Get to halftime here.
They're going to bring the rush. Jones gets
it
off, got
roughing.
hit.
That's roughing.
And no flag.
No
Coach,
flag?
no flag. What? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, that.
There it is.
Wow.
Coach, I think you need to give Ben Jones one of those little gold men that holds the little ball up.
Yeah.
You know, the trophy for the
Golden Globe.
The old Oscar there. The old Oscar. He got hit, but he sold it a little bit.
He did the full twirl around. Ballerina spin.
You've been watching TV, Coach.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did they get the personal foul, or was it the? Nah, it's just a running into variety, Coach.
Oh, well, burned a little more clock. Down to 17 here.
Coach Leger is going to have a conversation with the referee about.
That was roughing. He sold it, but that was roughing.
I think that's the old. He hit him in the kick leg. I think it's got to be the plant leg that gives the old 15-yarder. So 4th and 3. Warriors are going to kick it again. Saints are going to come after it again, for sure. See if they make a mistake, another mistake. And now we have another.
What?
No, Warriors are going to decline the penalty. That's what they're going to decline the penalty.
I
It'll
can see
be
that.
WEST FEL ball back at the 20-yard line. It was a nice punt from Ben Jones.
Yeah, and for 6 more seconds and the opportunity to maybe get that kick blocked down here in your own territory.
Yeah, about a 40-yard punt.
Yeah, I
there
think
for Ben Jones.
That's probably the right call there.
Yeah, down at they'll have it at the 20-yard line. 17 seconds. They have no timeouts.
Yeah, make them bust one on you if they're even going to try. It's probably just going to be the counter play is what I'd run.
Yeah, it's Hills in the backfield. Go with that counter that's been working all night. That's what they're going to run. Hills doesn't get much.
Hills on the carry.
Just gets a couple. They're going to give him about 4 yards. So
That'll
2nd and 6, and that's going to be it for the first half. So that'll do it for half number 1. Saints up 14-7 here at Warrior Stadium. We'll be back. First, we'll have the Big Red Band from Warriorland with their halftime performance, and then we'll sit down and talk to head girls basketball coach Keegan Keller, get a little preview of the girls basketball season. So stay with us here at halftime. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our halftime entertainment. Tonight, we present with pride the Big Red Band from Warriorland. They are under the field direction of drum major Chloe Clement. Our flute soloist tonight is Ireland Watkins. Mellophone soloist is Jordan Fox. And trumpet soloist is Ethan Harbin. At this time, we want to direct your attention to the 50-yard line as our lovely dancers take the field. They are under the direction of coaches Jax Hill, Mary Richardson, Captain Lily Mouton, and co-captains Dylan Tate and Caroline Valerie. Please give it up for your St. Michael Warriorettes as they perform the catchy song by Fitz and the Tantrums, Hand Clap. Drum major, is your band ready to take the field for tonight's performance? Now, sit back and enjoy the music and drama of the Broadway and now cinematic hit, Wicked.
All right, that was another great performance there from the Big Red Band from Warrior Land. So tonight we have a special guest up here in the Coach Todd Frege broadcast booth. Our new head girls basketball coach, Coach Keegan Keller, is here to give us a little preview of the upcoming season. Coach, thanks for giving us a few minutes to talk about the upcoming season and the team, man. What's up?
Hey, man, appreciate you having me up here. What a great night for football. And we got a little performance at halftime, too. It's turned out to be a great Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, man. So let's talk about what's going on the hardwood inside the gym. So how was the transition from assistant to head coach going?
Hey, first off, grateful for the opportunity to do so. I sat as assistant coach for the last 5 or 6 years. I learned a lot behind great coaches like, Jean Kenny, and then also when I coached football, Caleb Leindecker, Zach Leger. Just it's been a blessing, man. And, taking over as head coach, a lot more work and responsibility.
Yep.
You prepare yourself as much as possible, but then when you finally get into it, you're like, okay, all right, this is the next level. This is the next step. So, but very blessed to be in the position I am and the opportunity I've been given.
Yeah, man, we're really excited about it. And so how have the preseason practices been going?
Oh, they've been going great, dude. One big thing, when you're starting your own program is, building that foundation. And a big thing we've been focusing on is being fast, being physical, and being fearless. Trying to get the players to buy in which they have. It took a week or so, but, they fully bought in. They're holding each other accountable because culture is everything. That's something you hear one of our weightlifting coaches, our head weightlifting coach, Mike Davis, talk about all the time. Is culture is everything. So we're getting stronger. We're getting faster. We're getting in shape. We're just building that culture. And, we're excited.
Yeah, man, because that speed and that blow and go on the court, that's going to be exciting to see. So going into the 2025-2026 season, it looks like you have probably one of the largest rosters we've had on the team in quite some time. So how does that depth in numbers factor into the outlook on the season?
Oh, first of all, it's a blessing. You have that many players. You can actually run a full practice. You can play that full 5-on-5 with subs, even if you have an injury here or two. But we got 21 total. We got great players building this culture. Practices have been awesome. They've been pushing each other, and that with those numbers, it just builds competition, which will make us better in the long run.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And so what are a few other things that you want the Warrior fans to know about this year's team?
Hey, when you show up to a Lady Warriors game this year, you're going to find a team full of strong-willed, highly motivated, confident individuals. They play for each other. They play 4 quarters. We're not going to be we are going to be the most in-shape team. We're going to be fast. We're going to be physical, and we're going to be fearless. So please come out, support as we continue, awaken this kind of sleeping giant here at the mic, man.
Oh, yeah.
So we're very excited for this season.
I can't wait, man. The hardwood is coming up here. Before you know it, I can't believe we're already talking about basketball season. Official practice starts, just here in a couple of days, and it is now heading into October, and hoop season is right around the corner. But appreciate you giving us a couple minutes and giving us a little look at the girls. So I can't wait to be out there and check them out. So appreciate it, Coach.
Yeah,
Thanks. Good luck this season.
Coach. Thank you for having me, Coach.
Thank you.
Yep.
We'll be back. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. All right, Coach. Sitting at 14-7 here at half. Warriors got on the board first, and then 14 unanswered from the Saints. And they even tried the little onside right after their second score to try to put a third consecutive touchdown on the board. But the Warriors defense was able to step up right there at the end and hold them back. So we're sitting here at 14-7. It's kind of a battle. It's what we thought.
Yeah, it's what we thought. And, obviously they received the ball in the first half off the opening coin toss, and then the ability to sneak in that surprise onside kick, obviously recover it. They were able to come away with +2 on the possession count in that first half, and they stand here, obviously up 14-7, just leading by one score. Warriors are going to get the ball out of half, and so opportunity for your offense to come out, make a little bit of a statement, hopefully get a good little return on this initial kick, and make a statement here, tie this thing up. And this is exactly what we thought, though, Coach. You're exactly right. We thought this was going to be a battle. We thought this would be hard fought, and it's certainly shaken out to be that. Your defense has been on the field a lot in that first half, and so, really good for them to get a little 22-minute breather here at halftime and come back out there.
And here come the Warriors to the sideline. Yeah, I mean, offensively, I think it's been a lot of Boogie Levingston running.
Yep.
That's been the kind of the most successful thing. D. Campbell has not been able to find any kind of running room in there. Contine's been able to find a run here and there, but it's really been Boogie with his feet and with his arm, with a couple of nice completions. I think that's, we'll see if they make any kind of adjustments to try to get the ball in the hand of their running backs to get them in some space. I do like coming back to some of those bubble screens. That was a nice play. The jet for the touchdown by CJ. So we'll see what Coach Kling, see if he got back in the lab and is what he's going to dial up here in the second half. Is the Warriors, as you said, Coach, they'll be receiving the second half kick, so they'll get the first crack of trying to tie this thing up here to get things rolling. So we'll see what happens. It'll be Rogers to kick off. Back deep, as usual, there are Mayu and Romero. All right, referee's got it ready to go. High kick towards the sideline to the number. That'll be Mayu trying to bring it back to the middle.
Good cut.
Good fight there for some extra yards across the 30. First down, Warriors at the 33-yard line to start. So decent field position to get things going here in the second half. All right. It will be D. Campbell in the backfield to start things with Boogie. I have Seth Darsom making an appearance out here at receiver. It looks like he's in there for going to their diamond and try to throw it out here to D. Yeah. He's got room, cuts back, crosses the 40, fighting for some extra yards.
Hey, I love that call out of
first down, Warriors.
Out of half. You haven't had a whole lot of success getting D. Campbell, your home run threat on offense. A lot going behind that offensive line, just trying to traditionally run the ball. That's a way to get the ball in space to your playmaker, give him a one-on-one matchup, see what he can do. You pick up the first down there.
Looks like the Warriors are going to do the same thing and just go to the other side.
Don't blame them. They're not going to match this up. Throw it out there.
No, they're not. They're going to throw it out, toss it out. Campbell hits a seam, Gets across the 50 into St. Territory.
Hey, if they're
Picked
gonna,
up 8.
they're going to keep giving you 2.5 men on 4. Switch it to the other
taking
side. Let's
it.
run it again.
Keep taking it.
Make them adjust to the formation before you stop calling it.
And we know there's a little bit of action off of this, so holding is the call. Did not see the flag, so that'll be backing it up. Coach, did you see the flag out there?
I didn't
see it.
Had to have been inside. It wasn't out there on the receivers.
Yeah, it'll be all the way back to a 1st and 19 now. So Warriors going to set up 3-by-1 with Boyles, Darsom, and Livingston to the near side. The fake, the pitch outside to Livingston. Levinson, CJ down the sideline into St. Territory all the way to. Let's see where they're going to mark him down at. They're going to mark him all the way inside. Where are they?
I think they're saying he's right here at the 40.
Back to the 40. Yep, they're going to say he stepped out at the 40-yard line. But first down, Warriors. All the way to the West FEL 40. Coach, runner a pass right there. I think he threw that forward. We're going to go ahead and say that's a pass. On the, I think it was maybe a little bit of a busted play in the backfield, and then Boogie just made the best out of it that he could, just flipped it over to his brother. Still trips. Now the toss.
Go
D hits a crease. And a couple of good blocks out there, Coach. First down, Warriors.
They got a
D. Campbell.
They got a Saint down. It looked like he collided with his own man.
Yeah, like a little
friendly fire.
Friendly fire there.
Hey, good offensive play call.
And we'll take an injury timeout. So we'll be back. It'll be 1st and 10 Warriors down at the 25-yard line. We'll be back.
Welcome to Grounds Crew, a locally owned landscape company that makes your outdoor dreams come to life. Whether you need your lawn looking its best, want to create a stunning garden oasis, or just dreaming of the perfect outdoor play area, we've got you covered. Looking for more privacy and security? We offer professional fence installations to frame and protect your outdoor space. Looking for more sitting area for the family? We install custom patios to meet your expectations. At Grounds Crew, we specialize in landscaping, fencing, lighting, maintenance, and more. It's time to elevate.
All right, we are back. It'll be first down Warriors here down to the 25 after the big game by D. Campbell. They're going to go to it again, the toss. D slips through a small little gap there. Now we got another Saint down, Coach. So we'll take another injury timeout as Coach Reagan Hutchins heads out there to attend to another injured Saint. We'll be back. All right, well, that was on the play before. That was number 21, Charles Smith. And then right there on that play was number 13, Jaden Johnson, the injured players for West FEL. All right, be Warrior ball here. Playing 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard pickup. They're going to throw the bubble and incomplete. Incomplete pass.
Lucked out on that.
Good. So Baldwin's going to check in. Darsom checking out. Receivers will be Boyles, Livingston, and McCarty. Coach, I kind of like that matchup on the top of the screen, Coach.
I think I do too.
Yeah, press coverage. Now they're going to throw the out, and it's knocked away by the angular number 17, Janoris Anthony.
Got a 4th and 4 here. Looks like we're going to send out Ronaldo.
Yeah, we're going to send the field goal unit out. So ball will be spotted down at the 19. Ball will get placed down for the kick at the 26. So a 36-yard attempt from the near hash coming up. Saints don't look like they're going to bring too much of a rush. No, they don't bring anything, Coach. And the kick is up, and it is good.
Interesting.
And Ronaldo Jones with the 36-yard field goal to make it 14-10 with 9:50 left to go. Warriors down by 4. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network.
Welcome to Grounds Crew, a locally owned landscape company that makes your outdoor dreams come to life. Whether you need your lawn looking its best, want to create a stunning garden oasis, or just dreaming of the perfect outdoor play area, we've got you covered. Looking for more privacy and security? We offer professional fence installations to frame and protect your outdoor space. Looking for more sitting area for the family? We install custom patios to meet your expectations. At Grounds Crew, we specialize in landscaping, fencing, lighting, maintenance, and more. It's time to elevate your outdoor experience. Call us today at 225-333-8582 or visit us at groundscrew.com to schedule your consultation.
All right, we are back. It'll be Ben Jones. That ball's heading out of bounds. Looked like he just kicked it off the side of his foot.
Yeah, unlike Ben there. Didn't get a whole lot of distance on it either. I think that was a misfire.
No, maybe he was trying to overcook it a little bit.
Yeah.
So that ball kickoff out of bounds will be a penalty flag. So they'll bring it out to the 35 to start. So decent field position to start here for the Saints. All right, see if the defense can put up a stop here, get us the ball back after we cut the lead now down to just 4. Abear, two backs in the backfield with him. And they flip sides. It's Dorsey and Hills. Hills right behind in the pistol. Downhill runner, Coach.
Oh.
We talked about him at halftime. Just a downhill runner. He got smoked. That was Prohaska in there.
Yeah. Prohaska plays hard, man. He's a sophomore, young player on this defense.
Yep. Only going to get better, Coach. Only going to get better.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan out there, you got to feel good about him and number 90, Champ Williams, being in 10th grade.
Check with me. The toss to Hills. Doesn't seem like that's Hills' game, is
No.
that wide running. Like you want Hills to kind of go more straight downhill, kind of one cut and just go. So 3rd and 5 after a pickup of just 3. Ball's at the 40-yard line. Big 3rd down here. The Warriors can get this stop, get this ball back, keep that momentum. 2 receivers to the near side. No receivers up on the top of the screen. Going to give it to London. He's going to get the first down. He almost broke it. Just got the first down to the 45. Coach, I see former Warrior football player and my former color partner, Hunter McCann, down there on the sideline working at WBRZ, I believe now.
Go ahead,
working
McCann.
the game. Good to see him down there. Used to be sitting in the chair that you're in right now.
Yeah, that's right. Great guy doing some big things over there.
Yeah,
the news channel.
We started this. London, nothing there. That's Horton taking him down. He's going to – there now. A flag is coming in from way on the sideline. See if they're going to get a hands to the face or some personal foul because a helmet came off of one of the West FEL players. That's what's going to be. Personal foul. They caught him that time, Coach. That we had almost the exact same thing happen to us back in the first half, but this time
flags fly.
Yeah, it must have been hands to the face. That overload set again. London, Champ runs him down this time. The Champ from the backside. It's going to be no gain. Still be at the 39. Second down and 10.
That's the second low snap.
Yeah, that's one thing that Coach Leger had kind of made aware to his guys that the center sometimes has a little bit of difficulty with the snaps. There was one game, can't remember which one it was, where he was launching balls over the quarterback's head and just had a really tough time. Hey, he picked the ball up, Coach.
Yep.
Hey, I was waiting for the referee to throw that flag. She finally did. The center clearly picked the ball up and moved it.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 15 back at the 44.
They're going to overload this short side again.
Yeah, they're going to go with 3 receivers over there plus a wing back. They're going to come to this wide side. Nice job by Hayden East out there. A lot of grabbing and tugging of jerseys, Coach, and nothing has been thrown. Just a short gain of 3, so that'll bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 12.
Get loud, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 12 here, Coach.
I think you're in 4-down territory.
Yep.
Could see that little rollout, the little sprint pass. Oh, they're going to,
You're right.
There it is, the play action fake. He had his receiver diving catch from Decorian King is going to bring up a 4th and 1.
Yeah, and it looked like Sutton out there kind of playing the flats. Almost got a hand on that pass. Just got past him.
Well, they're bringing in their heavy package again. Going to overload. Nope. They're going to.
Yeah, they're going to overload.
Yeah, they're going to overload that short side. Last time they did this, they came back here to the wide side of the field. Wildcat, they're going to try to sweep over there. I think he got it, Coach.
Yeah.
I think that second effort, he got hit at about the 31-yard line, but that second effort, he was able to pick it up by about a yard down to the 28. That was London on the Wildcat direct snap. Coach, I haven't seen their other Wildcat quarterback, number 4, Dedrick Davis, out there. I don't wonder if he got injured in that game last week. I've not seen him on the field at all. He played some defense for him as well. So So 1st and 10 at the 28 for the Warriors. Bear looking down the field, going to throw it short on the hitch. Gonna pick up about 7. Sullivan again, Tonio Sullivan. Pick up to 8
again.
Yeah, they're going to throw the bubble. Warriors weren't able to match it up. Throw that bubble into the short side of the field, and 1st down for the Saints down to the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
4:38 left. All right. It's Dorsey in the backfield next to Bear. Switch sides. Now on his left hip. Dorsey, Champ had him in the backfield. That was just enough to kind of hold him up. Gain of only 1.
Gain of 1.
Down to the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
And all 144 you out there watching, thank you for joining us here tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. So glad to have you. Wildcat snap to Hills, nothing there. Champ jumps in on his back. Also in there was Brady Pat, Peyton Dawson. Gain of another just yard, 3rd and 8. Again, 4 down territory here, Coach.
Yeah.
I do believe. Don't know that they're going to line up for the field goal. I think they're got 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Gonna roll out.
Good
He's
job,
got the
Wyndham.
And there's the running back in the flat. Nice stick at the goal line to hold him up. That was Darsom.
I thought they were throwing at Wyndham right there, and he did a great job jumping in
Yeah,
front of that route.
They had Zach McClure, who was the wing on the left side, slip back underneath and was wide open.
They hit that on that same route on that same play in the 1st quarter.
All right, so 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Big goal line stand here for the Warriors if they can do it. Wildcat, Hills right up the middle, touchdown.
Yeah.
Dawson put a finger on him in the backfield, but Hills was able to just get right behind that big offensive line and go straight ahead for the touchdown that makes it 20-10 with 2:08 left to go in the 3rd.
Hills in a direct snap situation, short yardage, pretty tough to stop.
Yeah, him getting downhill. He's a load and accelerates really well. Rogers. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:08 left to go here in the 3rd, Saints 21, Warriors 10. We'll be back to the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back here. Warriors now down 11 as we head towards the into the third quarter. Mayu taken down by number 52, Xavier George.
Xavier George on the tackle.
Mayu only was able to get to the, where are they going to spot this? At the 24, I believe. So it'll be first down Warriors right there.
First to take over from their 24-yard line will be first down Warriors.
Somebody asking about the Broadmoor young man last week who got injured. I don't know how he made out. We are still have him in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
If I hear of anything, I will try to pass on some info. Boogie on the bubble. CJ has some room. Takes it down the far sideline, crosses the 40-yard line to the 41.
First down, Warriors.
A 17-yard pickup there on that bubble.
41-yard line.
Warriors sticking with the 3-by-1 to the near side here. They're going to do it again. CJ breaks a tackle.
Hey, and
Coach
incredible
Buck Snowden read it perfectly.
like a book. Great balance there by CJ to turn a negative play into something positive there.
Yeah,
Pick up a 2.
2nd and 8. Warriors a little lucky that didn't turn out to be something negative, as Snowden jumped it. It'll be 2-by-2. Boogie looking, gonna have to roll to his left. He's got room if he wants to take off.
Oh.
He's gonna take off, first down.
What is that flag for?
And it's gonna be a hold, Coach. Noah Bourgeois picking up the flag. It's a kind of a no-no. And it's gonna be a holding.
I do want to shout out 55 Bennett Yates there, not quitting on the play when his quarterback got out of the pocket, kind of throwing a little shoulder on the front side, buying his QB some more time, but hold call on the other side of the line brings it back.
Yeah, 10-yard penalty, make it 2nd and 18. Definitely not where the Warriors want to be behind the sticks here. Boogie had plenty enough to pick up that first down, but the hold was back here on the backside.
You were behind the sticks like this a drive ago, and CJ bailed you out.
The fake and nothing there, just swarmed under his Boogie. He faked it to Contine, and there was nothing doing. As we're ticking down under 40 seconds now left to go in the third quarter. This may be the last play of the quarter. Probably will be. But it's a big 3rd and 18 for the Warriors. Ooh, Coach could have got the false start there. CJ was leaning and dropped. And Mayu slow to get up. I think he was maybe trying to think that pass was intended for him. He dove. I think he might have had a little friendly fire.
Yeah, it looked like it.
That ball, that was going to come up way short of the first down. So it'll be 4th and 18. Warriors are forced to punt. Ball at the 33. Ben Jones gets a good punt away. Jala ran over there, and then not a great bounce. That was a Saint bounce backwards. It's going to be downed at the 43-yard line, so we'll take a quick timeout. It's the Warrior Broadcast Network.
The 36th annual Warrior Golf Classic is happening Monday, November 3rd at Greystone Golf and Country Club. Registration opens at 8:30 a.m. with a 9:30 a.m. shotgun start. Sponsorships are available, so gather your team and come support the Warriors on the green. Log on to smhsbr.org to register today. Mark your calendars for Tuesday, October 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. It is the St. Michael High School Open House. Come tour our campus, meet our faculty and students, and see everything St. Michael has to offer. If you know a future Warrior, this is the perfect time to experience the spirit of our school community. Don't miss out.
All right, that was the end of the third quarter as well. So the beginning of the fourth quarter, it'll be Saints ball at the 43. Warriors got to get something here. They cannot let the Saints go on a long time-consuming drive. Not only is the score against you, but that clock is now against you as we've hit the fourth quarter. Fake, they're going to throw the bubble outside, and that's a couple of yards. That was Dustin Davis on the reception. He picks up 2 to the 45. It's just one of those little drive starters, Coach. Not many yards, but it's still a positive play.
Yeah, momentum.
And they are not in a hurry at all. Handoff up the middle. That's Hills.
Pat.
Nice job by the Warrior defense.
Pat playing a really good game today, and great job there of just keeping your feet moving. Do not let him fall forward. Good job by Brady Pat, eliminating a 1-yard pickup.
Brady Pat and Kyle Prohaska, they need to both get on sides. They're back there trying to fool with Brady Pat's helmet. And WEST FEL's at the line ready to go. Pickup of a yard, 3rd and 7. Huge third down here. Bear will check with me, and the Warriors, I think, are going to call a timeout. Timeout, Warriors. We'll be back. All right, we are back after the timeout. 3rd and 7. Bear is going to toss it out and got the completion.
Yeah, and that's a play they've hit 3 or 4 times tonight, Coach. Just that outside guy running that little 10-yard curl and just kind of finding that little pocket in the zone. And
yeah, he stopped at about 10, wound up picking up about 12 down in the Warrior territory at the 42. Continuing the drive, they're going to stay in that empty set. clock roll. Takes a snap, going to throw to the out route this time, incomplete.
There's pass is incomplete. Alaska on the coverage.
So that's going to stop the clock with 10:15
Second and 10 for the Saints.
left.
All on the Warrior 42-yard line.
Now they're going to bring London into the backfield to join Hebert. Second and 10. And ball batted up in the air. Grabbed by one of the linemen. Probably not the best decision by the lineman to make that grab. Jackson Sampson takes him down for a 8-yard loss.
Hey, man, good for
the eyes of that lineman just got huge. He said, "That's my ball."
I was just saying.
And the coaches are going, "No, don't catch it."
That's a big fella. That's probably the first time he's toted the rock in probably 8 to 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Good for him.
Sure. But I guarantee you the West FEL coaches would have rather him just not catch that ball. Hebert. Nice job of getting stacked up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
no gain.
Hebert's not a super mobile quarterback. That's certainly not a position you want to be in West FEL.
No, but let's talk about the coverage right there for the Warriors. Had everything locked up.
Yeah.
On that play, so no gain. 4th and 18. But that clock is going to tick down under 9 minutes by the time the Warriors get the ball back. Down 11, down 2 scores.
Yeah, and they're milking the clock, all right. They're going to wait for it to get down to 10.
Rogers high punt, and that ball.
I had a spot here.
That's going to make, let's see where he's going to stop. At the 40 or 35-yard line. So it'll be first down. Warriors back at their own 35. We'll be back. All right, we are back. Warriors got the ball. Need 2 scores here with 8:45 left to go in the game. D. Campbell on the outside trying to find some wiggle. Didn't get much.
Deontay Campbell on the carry.
On the toss. In fact, they only got 1.
2nd and 9.
Contine checking in.
The Warriors need some sort of chunk play on this drive, it feels like.
Yeah, they got to find some kind of big play.
It's really come from CJ all night.
Yep.
All 3 of your explosive plays.
Contine, they're going to run the reverse. CJ out here trying to find some room. Not going to get enough for the first down.
He needed to break one more tackle there.
Going to come up 2 yards short, so 3rd and 2, picked up 7. Coach Boogie out there on the lead blocking.
Yeah.
Don't really want to see your quarterback out there, but you got to applaud the effort from.
Respect it for sure.
Yeah, you got to respect the effort from your quarterback.
That'll get brought up in film though.
Fake toss. Boogie's going to
good hard
keep
run.
it. He's going to get the first down. First down, Warriors.
That was a decisive run there by Boogie. That's just, I need 3, head down, hit the hole, straight ahead. Great job by Boogie.
He needed 3, picked up 5. Just shy of the 50. Still on the Warrior side of the field at the 49-yard line. Fake again. Boogie trying to keep it outside. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to try to reverse field and throw it.
Whoa.
Wide open. It's
Whoa.
McCarty. Coach, there were no linemen down the field.
I know.
McCarty, touchdown. Williams, look at Boogie. Look at it, improvising. Coach, when he went to reverse field, the alarm just went off in my head.
And
he
I'm
found
with
him
you.
wide open.
As soon as he launched that ball,
I
was looking for a lineman downfield.
Coach, every lineman was well behind the play.
5 yards behind the play.
Yep.
Wow, man. Talk about improviser right there.
51-yard touchdown throw from
And that is what you need
Boogie
right
to McCarty.
there. You got 6:46 on the clock here. You're in a one-possession game again.
Coach,
That's
look,
exactly what you need.
You can't teach that.
No.
You can't teach that.
No.
Like, there's no way you're going to ever design a play where you're going to try to fake it, keep it to one side, roll all the way back to the other side, and then throw. I mean, obviously, that was a
It all comes
great
back to a kid
great
playing
decision.
backyard football and keeping his eyes downfield at all times. Great job. Going for 2 here to shrink this to a field goal.
Coach Leger is going to have to take a timeout here on the two-point conversion attempt. They didn't like what they saw out there, so we'll take a timeout. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right. Warriors going to go for 2 here, try to bring this within a field goal. At some point, they're going to have to go, they were going to have to go for 2. They were down by 11. So, touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal is what you need. And they're going to go for that 2-point conversion right here. Different formation. CJ going in motion. Rolling out. They got Jackson Sampson.
Yeah.
Backside. I got it. Just got it. Sampson got grabbed by the turf monster, but he comes down just across the line for the 2-point conversion to make it 21-18 with 6:46 left to go in the game. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Coach, that was the same play, if you remember, from the those of you out there in broadcast land. You remember the big play from the Parkview playoff game a couple years ago. And that's going to be a big return. Doming, though, good job by Cody Doming.
Saving that tackle there, but also I thought he was about to strip that ball. Good job of Doming preventing what was already a big return from being
bigger,
a home run.
Yeah, Coach, it's like Jackson Sampson's cramping up a little bit. He's trying to stretch that calf out.
He's not going to come out of this game unless he has to.
Yeah, unless his legs just lock up on him and he can't even move.
That's what I was going to say about that 2-point catch over there. Ball was a little underthrown. Turf monster hits him. There was not a shot. Jackson Sampson was letting that football hit the ground.
Showed some hands right there. There's Jackson Sampson, a former quarterback.
Yeah.
Took some quarterback snaps for us a couple years ago. Remember that?
I do.
Handoff. Hills, a lot of room to the near side. CJ is going to run him down.
Oh, they got looks like a high ankle sprain out here.
You got one of their linemen, big linemen, just rolling around in agony. That's number 74, Jaden Lee. That was a big gainer all the way down to the 20, like 20, nope, correction, I'm sorry, down to the 33-yard line. So we'll take an injury timeout as they check on that WEST FEL player. We'll be back. All right, we are back. Ball at the 33-yard line of the Warriors. Trips into the boundary here. We're going to hand it to Hills right up the middle. And the Warriors are going to stack him up after just a couple 2-yard gain to the 31. All right.
Second and 8, 31-yard line of the Warriors.
They just flip the formation, trips to the wide side. London is the back now. Taking their time, let a lot of clock bleed. And we have whistles. Flag thrown, delay a game is going to be the call. Wow, that's a coach.
Don't know how you let that happen.
Big mistake by the Saints.
Especially with those big, beautiful play clocks.
Yeah.
Right at you.
I mean, 5:27 left to go in the game. Now the pistol is London. Gonna hand it off to him to the left,
Great
and the Warriors
job.
are gonna no dice there.
Dawson, Prohaska. Like
Prohaska and Dawson.
Prohaska and Dawson lead the Warriors.
Yeah, Brady Pat over there trying to stand up for his teammate. As one of the linemen was literally just laying on top of Aiden Horton. Brady Pat went over there and tried to push him off. Got to be careful in those situations.
Yeah, don't want any extracurriculars.
Don't want a free first down. They're going to fake it. Roll out. Got a receiver. He caught it. Making a move. And out of bounds inside the 5. Sutton was right there, Coach.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to jump that route a little bit, maybe try to break it up or make a big play and pick it off. And
Just missed it.
Really well-placed ball by that quarterback.
I think that was number 85 on the reception. That is Lanoa. So first and goal.
Oh, they're going to go Wildcat.
Yeah, they're going to stick Ian Hills in there. It's going to be direct snap, just right downhill, Coach.
Yep.
Straight ahead.
That's false start.
And false start.
Flag before the snap. And ball start on the offense. We'll back him up.
Not to be Captain Obvious, but you absolutely have to have this one.
Yeah.
You cannot let them get in the end zone. You can give up a field goal. Field goal is okay.
Yeah.
It still keeps you within one, but that touchdown, that's just absolutely going to be very, very tough to come back. Abear in. It's Hills next to him. Here comes that counter play again, Coach.
Yep.
They move Hills into the pistol.
Very short pistol, a 1-yard pistol.
And
jumped again.
Did they get the timeout or did they get the flag? Yeah, they got the timeout. Timeout, WEST FEL. We'll take one with them. It's Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Saints going to go with the Wildcat empty. London looked like he was going to throw it out here to Hills, and he ends up taking it off the right side, gets about 4. That'll bring up second and goal at the 6-yard line. Same formation. London going to take it to the left again. He's got room, and a flag's going to come down. They're going to get a hold. You got a Warrior running out that ran out of bounds over there on that side.
Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson looks like he's not feeling too good over there.
Holding on the offense.
Yeah, he's rolling around in quite a bit of pain. So the hold is going to back him up to the 16. It'll replay second down. We'll take an injury timeout again. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network.
Welcome to Grounds Crew, a locally owned landscape company that makes your outdoor dreams come to life. Whether you need your lawn looking its best, want to create a stunning garden oasis, or just dreaming of the perfect outdoor play area, we've got you covered. Looking for more privacy and security? We offer professional fence installations to frame and protect your outdoor space. Looking for more sitting area for the family? We install custom patios to meet your expectations. At Grounds Crew, we specialize in landscaping, fencing, lighting, maintenance, and more. It's time to elevate your outdoor experience. Call us today at 225-333-8582.
All right, we are back. Dawson able to get up and walk off on his own like he's holding his elbow. So big second down here. Ball's back at the 12-yard line.
Clock at 4:05.
Hebert on the rollout. They found him again. There's that same play. Got it to the receiver, just slipping underneath.
Yep.
Touchdown, King.
Yeah.
And brought in by Victoria King.
Same play.
Trey Rogers on for the point after.
So it'll be Rogers. Snap up, and it is good. So we'll be right back with 3:54 left to go in the game. It is 28-18 Saints. We'll be back. All right, we are back. It'll be Rogers to kick off. Warriors got 3:54 to try to make up this 10-point deficit. Rogers' kick is high. Romero right through his hands. He's going to have to fall on it. And the ball is still squirting around, and WEST FEL is going to fall on it down at the 7-yard line. Coach, the Cardinal sin right there. He tried to reach down and pick it up. Just got to fall on the ball.
Yep.
In that situation, you need the ball. You just got to fall on it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you're in a race against time here, down 10 points. One timeout left.
Now they got it back inside the 10, at the 7. Your defense has got to go back out on the field and try to come up with a big stop. Peyton Dawson back out there. We're trying to work that elbow out, Coach. Somebody needs to come up with a huge play here. Strip, fumble.
Yeah, you got to be ripping at the ball.
Something. Hills breaks a tackle and is going to get in the end zone. Takes it in from 7 yards out.
Yeah, and that's just it's tough to put your defense in that position.
Yeah, 3:34 left to go in the ball game. 34-18 now. And kick is up. And it is good. So with 3:34 left to go, 35-18 is your score. We'll be back. It's the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Thank you for sponsoring us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network, the Long Law Firm EBS, the Grounds Crew, and StreamPay. Thank you for sponsoring our broadcast here. Couldn't do it without you. Rogers, that's McCarty back there, fields it, looking for something, spins, head towards the far sideline, gets stacked up, and Coach, at that point, that's just get down. He could have taken a big lick that he didn't need to. I want to give a big shout out to our crew here tonight, as on the cameras and on our scoreboard, got Miss Kenzie, Miss Abigail, Miss Mara, and Miss Tinley. Thank you for helping us out here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. These are students who are doing all of that work. And then the straw that stirs the drink, executive producer / director / just about everything. Miss Brittany Watkins, appreciate it. Again, could not do it without you. Tonight, getting to work on the cameras and direct the crew. Sometimes you'll have to get on the camera herself. Just appreciate it.
Yeah.
While me and you sit here and run our mouths about some football. Yeah. Boogie dropping straight back. Got pressure in his face. Could not find a receiver. Going to let it go down the field.
That's
to
PI.
Boyles. Boyles catches it. What a catch. That's going to be a pass interference, but Jack Boyles is going to come down with it.
In the PI, they were almost created the separation he needed to catch that ball.
Yeah, I mean, he number 11 for them. That was Colin DeQuilla kind of bumped Jack and then created a little bit of room, like you said. So first down, Warriors all the way down to the 45-yard line of the Saints. No big chunk there. Warriors need big chunks in a little time. Bigger chunks in less time here. Boogie did another great job of escaping pressure. Steps up again. Over the middle. Tries to hit his brother on the crosser. Broken up by Kobe Sullivan. Whistles. Holding on the Warriors. That'll back them up. Oh, it's declined. It'll be declined. So Saints going to just elect to go with 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Good play there by Kobe Sullivan, knocking that ball away. All right. Boogie standing on his 50. Contine in there. The drop back, going to toss it up down the sideline. McCarty
Great job.
makes the adjustment. Trying to get yardage. Drop the ball, coach. And it's out, and it is West FEL ball. McCarty did a great job of run after the catch, but right at the last minute, one of the defenders that came in punched it out.
Yeah, and a great adjustment to that ball by McCarty initially to even catch that, and then the move after the catch to get down there.
2:54 left to go. It'll be a turnover. West FEL will have it at the deep in their own territory. I mean, that's one of those ones where, Boogie underthrew him, and that was a good thing that he underthrew him. Gave McCarty a chance to adjust it and kind of come back to the ball because the defender had his back to the football. So it'll be Hebert with Hills. We got a Joe Bourgeois in at free safety. Trying to see if we got any other subs. I think that might be the only substitution. It's Doming and Wyndham at your star and rover. Hebert throwing.
That's crazy.
Hits Lanoa for a completion.
Don't
Coach,
understand that.
They hadn't run a drop back pass almost all day long. They're at their 11-yard line. So this is they're wanting to make a statement right here. They're wanting to put another score on the board. The Warriors got to keep playing. Hebert's gonna lose yardage. He's gonna get sacked. That's gonna be a sack. That'll be Peyton Dawson, who's coming up holding his elbow again. He is not feeling good. Another Warrior down. Trying to see.
That's Champ.
Yeah, it's Champ Williams, unfortunately. Hopefully it's just a cramp. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we're good. We're back. Champ's up. He's walking off under his own power. Looks like he'll be okay. Just maybe exhaustion, maybe a little bit of a cramp. And a handoff will get enough for the first down. And Champ's going to head back on in there. Cooper Hurst getting his one play coming off there. Seth Darsom back in at free safety. Late substitution coming on. Now he's running off. Clock is running under a minute and a half now. Handoff Hills. Powers through. Gonna get about seven. No, he's gonna keep going. Thought they were going to stack him up for about 7 or 8 yard loss, but he just kept going.
Clock's running down under a minute now. They're going to take their time. Clock's down to 50 seconds, 15 on the play clock.
First and 10 at the 35. Yeah, they're going to just put this one to bed. Kneeling down at the 29. And that's going to be it. So, Jeff, we had an interesting ball game up until right there at the end of the third quarter when West FEL was able to capitalize on a couple of opportunities and put the ball in the end zone. That last score was the result of the turnover on the kickoff, just a very short one-play drive. I thought the Warriors fought pretty hard throughout the majority of the ball game. They just did not quite have enough to finish it off.
I mean, heck, Coach, still there was about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This was a tight game.
Yep, we were right there. It was in sight for us, right there for us to take. And so, looking forward to next week, we're going to be traveling over to the west side, D'Iberville Parish, to Plaquemine. Going to be another tough game for the Warriors. Heading over to Plaquemine High School, where it's always a very tough environment. So we'll see if the Warriors can kind of pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and see how they respond to the first loss of the season. Warriors fall to 5-1 on the season and 4-1 in district. Everything is still right there for them, Coach. Nothing is lost. There's nothing that the Warriors still can't accomplish on the season. Just a matter of how are you going to respond to taking your first loss of the year.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, it's a small senior group this year, but it's going to be on them in that locker room, the leaders on your team, to pick yourself back up. Hey, this isn't the end of the year. This is a temporary setback we got going on, and we got to finish out district play strong, and we've got a postseason to look forward to. So let's pick this up, and I mean, you got to sit with this through the weekend till you get done with film study, and then it's time to move on to the next opponent.
Yep, and so again, we'll be back here on the Warrior Broadcast Network next Friday at Plaquemine. Game time is 7 o'clock. We'll be on pregame about 6:30. So tune in here. But again, for myself, Coach Craig Saylor, on behalf of my partner in the booth, Mr. Jeffrey Vaccaro, class of 2015, and the administration, faculty, and staff of St. Michael High School, we want to wish you, as always, good night, God bless, and go Warriors.